Hey y'all, this your girl Positively V, and I'm back with another video. About time, right? But I'm back. Your girl is back. So let me tell y'all what happened. What had happened was, so right now I'm recording on my iPhone 11. This is not the phone that I have been recording on. I have been recording on a bigger iPhone. I think it's like the 13 Pro Max, I believe, or the 12 Pro Max. But currently that phone has no storage. Right. Now, while I kind of know a little techie here and there, for the most part, I'm not technologically savvy. The little bit that I know is because like my job, I work with computers or on computers, and I have to know at least a little bit, to be able to make it through. Um, in all my jobs, really, I don't think I've ever worked where I didn't need a computer. Um, so I know a little bit, okay. So right now, I think I may have to purchase some storage for my other phone in order to back up and remove the things off of my phone and onto the cloud completely. I thought I was in a good place, because after posting, I would delete. Like, I wouldn't keep the stuff on my phone, so I don't really know. I don't really know how that happened because I have been deleting. So, anyways, so I know I missed a lot of reviews. I was in the middle of reviewing Married to Love and Marriage Huntsville when a notification came up and was like, "You don't have enough storage." I think I was like 8 minutes into the video. So I didn't have enough storage to finish. So I will re-record that video. Even though like I have mixed feelings about that episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was very like kind of heavy for me. Like it's a semi, I'm not gonna use the word emotional, but kind of, y'all know I be crying. But I wasn't crying. It was just like it was a lot, to see people that look like me on the screen doing that. So anyway, so today I want to talk about um to be versus to feel, right? Um in terms of like relationships. Um I know that prior to getting in the relationship that I'm in now, a lot of times we get caught up saying, I want my man to be fine. I want him to have all the money. I want him to have his own place, his own car. I want him to like be all these things, right? I want him to be business savvy. I want him to have emotional intelligence. I want all these things, right? We get so caught up listing these things. Have you ever thought about what you want your relationships to feel like, to be versus to feel? And I heard this analogy. I don't know if it's an analogy, but I heard this watching something else. I don't remember what the something else was in this moment, but I was like, yes, like that's what it should be about. What do you want your relationship to feel like? Because a relationship should not be a prison. It should not be this thing that drains your energy, drains your time, drains your creativity, drains your love. It should be something that actually is adding to and increasing your creativity, your love, it should be a good thing. It should be a positive thing. It should be in addition to your life, not something that takes away. So I know I remember in my last relationship, once things had kind of started to dissipate, I went back to God and I'm like, God, because I was broken up, honey. And we will do a full video on that soon to give you a real 360 of the whole mess. Okay. But I went back to God and I'm like, I want my next relationship to be with a good okay, good, a good man, a man that makes me feel loved, that reciprocates the love that I give, and that I don't have to like tell him. Like I want to just feel the genuineness, the the reciprocity, the intention, the effort. Like I want to feel it. I want it to be like this effortless partnership that is built and created, and like this family unit that just flourishes, right? Um And I think that when we focus on like what we want it to feel like versus these check marks up, oh, it has to be this, it has to be that, it has to be that. I think that we're able to receive and open up for something good that you may not have known that you needed. Because what we need oftentimes is different than what we want. And a lot of times we don't know what we need. God knows what we need. We think we know what we need, but God really knows what we need. He knows our heart. He knows our desires. He knows, based off of our life, what is needed in order to make it, I don't want to say complete or whole. Those are the words that just came to my mind, but to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Because you should go into relationships whole. You should go in there complete. And whole and complete does not mean that there's no room for change or no room for growth. It just means, in my opinion, it means that you're committed to growth. You're committed to continuing to work on yourself and be better so that you and your partner's relationship can continue to flourish. Because if one person is not growing, what is that person doing? If you're not growing, are you dying? That's what I like to believe. So I think that when we focus on like how that relationship makes us feel and not necessarily what it looks like, or paying attention to specific metrics, I think that we're able to open up and receive more genuine, true, sincere love into our life. You know what I'm saying? And another thing about the love thing, to be versus to feel, right? It was in my text message, so I can't look in the text message of this phone. To be versus to feel, a lot of times, to be, you could be like, and that was one of the first things I said, oh, he gotta be fine. Do you not believe that attraction can grow? So when someone comes into your life, just because he or she may not look um like somebody you've dated in the past or your type. Everybody always say, oh, I got a type, I got a type. No, you don't. Stop. Just because they may not be your type or what you've dated in the past doesn't mean you can't give them a try. Like, you can spend time with a person and the attraction between you and that person can grow so much that you fall in love. But you have to be open minded to the idea of love with someone that doesn't look the part or doesn't isn't traditionally what you would date. Like, you have to be open. If you really want true love, you have to be open to the possibilities of it just looking different. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people would say, myself, some people say, oh, I don't date big girls. Okay, that's you. You don't date big girls. But other people, it's different for them. Me personally, when I look in the mirror, I am happy with what I see, you know? Like, I try to live a healthy lifestyle and I'm happy with what I see in the mirror. So, what one person doesn't like isn't going to change how I feel about myself or how I see myself when it comes to the dating scene. Um, so yeah, to be versus to feel, I would challenge everyone to focus more on how someone makes you feel. And this can even go for like your relationships, your personal relationships that you have in your life now, friends, family. Let me just pause on that one. Friends, family, how do these people make you feel? Because you could say, oh, for my birthdays, they always show up to the dinners or whatever I have. Holidays, they come to the house, they always there. But how do they make you feel when they're in your presence? Do they make you feel loved? Do they make you feel seen? Do they make you feel special? Do they make you feel like you're important, you're necessary to their life? Do they speak highly of you? Do they encourage you? Do they give you a shoulder to lean on if you may, have a down moment? Those are the things you should focus on. The feeling that the people in your life provide you versus check marks. They got to be this, they got to be that, they got to be this, they got to be that. Because they could have a doctorate degree, a certificate in hospitality, a certificate, a life coaching certificate. They could be all of these things on paper, but then how do they make you feel? To be versus to feel, they can be all of these things and still not provide the feeling that you need in order to fall in love. So I think that's important. I think that's something for you guys to think about if you're dating, in a relationship currently, thinking about whether you want to continue this relationship that you're in, or you want to, jump out and find someone better, or take some time to yourself to love on yourself and to figure yourself out. I think that's important. And also, when we talk about taking time for yourself to figure yourself out, how do you make you feel? When you wake up in the morning, are you loving on yourself to make you feel good? Are you waking up and stretching, moving your body, doing yoga? Are you taking a walk outside, doing any exercise to make you feel good? When's the last time you got a massage? When's the last time you got a facial? When's the last time when's the last time you put extra effort into your skincare routine? Like, when's the last time you got your nails done or a pedicure? Like, how are you making you feel? And that's really, 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 that's really where it starts, is the feeling that you provide to yourself first. Because if you're not treating yourself like at the top of the mountain, like you are the queen or king, then how is other people gonna treat you? Like, if you're not treating you right. Y'all don't mind my hair. I don't really know what I'm doing with my hair right now. I need to probably just wash it again, get her back curly. Cause my roots done they curly right now. So maybe this weekend I'm gonna wash it, or if I can find time this week, I'm gonna wash it and get my curls back. I don't know if I've recorded any videos with my curls yet, so I can't wait for that. Because I am a natural girl, so don't get it twisted with this straight little hair, or whatever. But yeah, so it all starts with self. To be versus to feel. How are you making yourself feel? Because that's another thing. Like, if you are used to negative feelings, then when somebody comes into your life and they're just providing more negative, you're not going to really be paying attention to the fact that this ain't right. But if you have been loving on yourself, creating environments of peace and prosperity and love and zen, then when somebody comes in to try to disrupt that and they're not adding to that energy, they're taking away from that energy, you're able to easily spot it. Like, hold up, no, we ain't doing that over here. So yeah, to be versus to feel. I think that we should focus on how things feel more than what they actually are. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm probably gonna record it first thing in the morning. Married at First Sight. I can't wait to see this next episode. I hope this is not a because I know sometimes towards the end of the season they do like an episode where it ain't a new episode, like when new content is them talking about the whole season. So I hope this is not that because of course I won't review it then. So I'll replace that with the Married to Love and Marriage. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I always all these Married at First Sight, Love and Hip Hop. I kind of want to review Love and Hip Hop with the Kendra and Jock thing. I have so much to say about that. Lord have mercy. I may. Teen Mom, next chapter. I am gonna review that, so that may come today. I may do another video today since I missed so many. But anyways, I thank y'all for continuing to rock with me. Your girl is gonna get it together. Please make sure you like the video, hit that notification bell up top so that you can be notified first when I post. Comment below of any video topics you guys would like me to record, and I got you. Okay. I hope you guys have the most amazing Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Positively.